Well, I was gonna do a video on how to separate the front frame from the tunnel on a sled. I got a 2005 FireCat F7. But I got carried away and just got it done. But I guess I can still show you guys a little bit how I did it, how it happened, and I guess whatever. I guess quick backstory real quick. Bought a sled on my way home from up north. I live in northern Ohio and went up northern Michigan to ride. And the sled I broke, so I ended up buying this F7 on the way home, thinking, oh heck yeah, I got a good deal, got it for $2,000. They're going for $2,500, $3,000, whatever. Y'all don't care about that. Y'all came to watch how I tore this damn thing apart. The reason I tear it apart, actually, real quick, I ended up wanting to do pistons and stuff, before the season. Tore it apart, took the motor out, and noticed pretty bad break. It's cracked here, it's cracked here, it's cracked here, it's cracked. I don't know if you can see it or not. Oh, right there. It's cracked right there. Front nose is all bent in hell. I mean, it's just beat to hell. Whoever had the sled beat the hell out of it, and they did a pretty damn good job about hiding it. The arm's bent. I got screwed in the sled, more or less. Wasn't gonna weld it, but just happened to find one on the interwebs. I guess the bulkhead, I guess what you can call it, front frame, whatever you want to call it. Scoured the internet. I couldn't find anything to figure out how to take these things apart. I got diagrams on how everything goes together. Got them right off Google. But what I ended up doing, a lot more work than I wanted to do originally. Originally just wanted to do heads, get them honed, throw new pistons in it, throw new rings, go through the motor, put new gaskets and everything, call it good. But obviously it turned into a big old mess. Start off, I end up, I pulled the motor out. I started tearing it down, took the brake caliper off, took the diamond drive out. And then I, once I got that all freed up, I went ahead and took the suspension off. It wasn't that bad to take off. I'm working by myself. It's not too horribly bad. It gets lighter as you get going. But once I got it all apart, everything was opened up, got the seat off and all that stuff, gas tank off. Everything was pretty wide open. What I ended up doing was actually pretty damn easy. I ended up flipping the sled over. Just one-handed. I ended up flipping the sled over upside down. Now imagine that's still attached. There's actually a bunch of rivets right here. If you look on the diagram, it points out which ones they are. There's a couple brackets right here. This is for the suspension. Same thing on this side. Just a bunch of rivets. Instead I tried drilling them out at first, but they just simply wouldn't come. I don't know what kind of rivets they used from the factory, but they were not meant to come out. So I ended up just grinding the heads off, and pushing through with a punch. I'm gonna end up drilling them out a little bit bigger, anyways. Probably use a little bit bigger rivet, and probably double rivet it just to make sure it's good and kosher, and everything's just to make sure. But other than that, there was, like I said, a bunch of rivets right here, a bunch of rivets right here. Grind all them down, punch them out, and I just using a small screwdriver. It wasn't too bad. Then on the top side, there is 4 bolts that go right here. These two actually hold on your mounting bracket for your steering shaft. So that goes straight, the mounting bracket goes right there. That actually mounts to right here. There's 2 bolts. These are the 4 bolts I was talking about from the top side. But once you get all them ground down and the rivets pop right out, it's just a matter of wiggling it and pulling, and it comes right apart. It actually was not too bad. Considering I was only planning on doing heads, it's pretty bad, but it is what it is. Shit happens, and then you got to fix it. I'm not the kind of person to, you know, just off it to somebody else like this guy did to me. I'm going to fix it right. I'm going to make sure it's right, because now I got this much work into it. Might as well beat the hell out of it, right? But that was my short, quick video on how to separate an FireCat tunnel from the front frame, or the bulkhead, or whatever you want to call it. I wish I would have started this video before I started tearing the entire thing down. That way I could have showed you guys how to completely tear it down, because this is pretty tore down. I mean, I tried keeping as much stuff as I could solid. I mean, you can still see I still got the skis and the front A-arms on this front frame here. The only reason being is because A-arms are junk, shocks are junk, and the only good thing I'll probably take off here is the skis and the spindles. But other than that, everything else will be aftermarket. If you guys stay tuned, I'll track my progress on this sled. I'll probably be posting some badass videos this winter. Me doing some prop. But I hope this video was able to help a little bit. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment. I'm not no professional mechanic by any means. You know, I'm a DIY mechanic, but wasn't that bad. I mean, once I get the new bulkhead, it's going to go back together pretty quick. Just got to make sure I can find all the bolts. But, alright, you guys have a good one, and hopefully you guys have as much success as I'm going to.